Good afternoon, everyone.
And welcome. That was a very solemn voice.
Solemn?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be solemn.
Well, that's very grown up of you.
Oh, grown up. That's different. Hello.
Episode 181.
181 it is,
And
because 180...
Yeah, last week was a rip snorter.
Rip snorter.
That was from on site, wasn't it? That was from the racetrack.
It was.
Those lives are always a bit different.
I think it worked out really well, that live. So if you haven't seen that live, please look it up, because it's actually quite long and you see a lot of stuff at the track.
How long did it go for? Way too long.
It's an hour and 20 minutes.
Is it? Is that all? Today's going to probably go longer because we've got that much content to unpack from last week.
There's a lot of stuff.
And we've got some big news this week.
Mm.
It's going to be all RC. It's going to
Isn't
be a
it?
lot of RC.
It will be.
We might
It will
get
be. So
Finny in for a
apologies.
bit.
We will catch up with some plastics probably next week when it all calms down. But
It's
for
not calming
today,
down. We're building momentum, mate. We are
for
going
this
head
weekend,
first.
it's going to be pretty big.
Next
But
thing, what?
what have we got here?
Looks like a very similar color to my beard.
Same color of the table as well, so it's sort of a bit camouflaged.
Is it? It's not a camel.
This is car of the week.
I'd say it's not a camel at all.
Where's the keep all the water? Can't see any humps. Is it? All right, we need to know
Car of the week.
the make,
Model.
the year,
The color.
and the weight.
And,
There we go. So
and, how
there's
many
the things.
and how many horsepowers
How many horsepowers? I would never know that one.
or killer wasps?
Bit of an interesting one, isn't it?
What
Let's
is?
say hello to
Who's in the studio with us?
a lot of people.
Are they? Well, they probably want a recap of last week's Vintage Bash.
Probably.
Who have we got?
We have Craig Jones, Dave White, the Wombat. Hello,
Wombat.
Wombat.
Son. Hey, Wombat.
You'll notice that I'm leaning over because I can barely read my screen here. Mr. Grand Prix 3D, Mr. Andy Cookson.
Andy
Bonjour,
Cookson.
he says.
He's in France, obviously.
He is.
I thought he was going to America.
Well, maybe he's going to France and America.
He stopped
That's
over.
the other way around. Mr. Jeff Lee, hello. To the point, hello. And is that Bill I Am Is Cool?
Bill AM is cool.
Yep.
Tony
And
P.
Mr. Tony P. Hello all.
Welcome, everybody. So, where were we last week?
We were at Knox
We were.
at a really big event.
And I was at a Tamiya running race.
Weren't you?
And seemingly with bibs that don't fit
Was it a marathon?
grown-ups.
Looks like a marathon.
It was a marathon
Yeah.
effort. It was a 3-day event.
Because that's not for your lunch, is it?
Sometimes
It'll catch your lunch.
they'll catch my lunch, not the way I eat. It goes over my shoulder when I eat.
Does it? That's quite...
No, somebody actually had these at the track for me.
yeah, they're very cool.
These are really cool.
So these
So
are
there's
racing
about
bibs.
5, and I forget the gentleman's name, but he kindly said that I could have this one.
Hmm.
So I did. And I wore it for 1 day, and it was fun.
Wasn't
Vintage
it?
Bash 2.0, hosted by Knox.
That's right.
Knox Off-Road Car Club. How good was it?
It's pretty good. So that's a very classical old school track. When do you reckon that started?
1986, I think.
Oh, was it?
Mm.
Wow. So
Older than you, nearly.
nearly.
Let's have a look at some of the pictures.
Oh, let's...
It-
Okay,
I don't know, like, there's only
okay,
so
let's have a
much-
look.
I can do a little bit of sign language, but
Can you?
they're not really going to... I can't... Oh,
All right, what is that? Okay, so I'm just going to switch
that
over.
is the Hearns exclusive VQS. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and thank everybody for their photos. We had Moz Photography.
Yes.
We had Out of the Corner, Toby Turner. Is that Out of the Corner?
Yep.
We had... Who else do we have?
I've got some photos from James
Andrew
Knight.
Liao, James Knight.
Yep. And
And-
also from Lucas Hodgins.
Lucas Hodgins. So if anybody else there, please don't get offended that we've ripped your photos from the internet and used
Maybe
them on
Nids
today's
as
show.
well, I think.
Nids.
Mm.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, and it really helped build the community. The internet Facebook feed is blowing up since the event. Everybody's been
Well,
a photo
from
of
the
this,
first day,
photo of
they
that.
started going up.
There's been thousands of photos.
Mm.
So we've just selected a few. So these are all from the general chat page.
That's right. So we took a lot of footage too, but it's going to take a little bit of time for us to edit ours because most of it's video.
Need a lot of editing if I'm involved.
That's right. You need a bit of editing now. But let's move on to the next one. What do we got? I don't actually know what's in this
It was
order.
all good until we were talking about ducks.
But this is the
Hey.
VQS.
You lost
Right.
it when we were talking to the ducks, remember? The Hearns exclusive VQS, it's Aaron Defina's. He ran
Isn't
that in four-wheel drive 540.
And this is a car that Nick primarily built. It's
Yes.
got a custom painted chassis
And so
and servo.
I think that's a feature of the car, having
It
a
is.
painted servo.
It is,
there.
isn't it? So there
And
it is. There.
you did the sticker sheet,
I did do it. So we've got there is a YouTube video of where I'm putting the stickers on.
and
This
I
one?
fitted the electrics and got it
Electronics and
running.
got it going. Yep. Very cool. What do we got
And
next?
From all accounts, it held together all that day.
I did, and Aaron drove it really well.
I think he might have smashed it in the B main.
Did
Maybe.
he? There was a bit of smashing going on.
It was good fun.
What is this?
That is the Lossy Double X that Aaron Defina, another one of Daffy's cars that he lent out.
That's it.
Lent
But
it
you
to
were
me for
driving
the
it.
weekend,
You were driving it.
and that was really cool. And we did a bit of footage and videos in the studio.
We did of you getting it prepared.
That is the very car indeed from the photos.
Mm.
Still got the battery in it and everything. I should probably need to do some more videos now on rebuilding it, but it actually came up really good. Didn't have to lift the spanner, so to speak.
Looks really good on the track too.
Yeah, and we actually managed, I think, out of, I want to say F main. I got all the way to the A's. Made in the top 10.
Wow.
And out qualified and out raced a lot of bigger names that I couldn't beat 30 years ago. So that's
No, but you can now.
I can. Well, I'll take it. I can't really, but
No,
luck played a lot to have it. But yeah, no, that was really cool. Thank you, Aaron.
That's a great shot, isn't it?
It's a really good shot.
Airborne over the jumps across the front straight. And what is this? What is this?
It's a Hearns Racing Frog.
Isn't it?
Hey, that was his second race meeting. And I think it was
When was the first one?
at the first vintage batch.
That's right.
So it's done about 10 batteries now,
Hasn't it?
and it is actually held together.
Look at it. It's off the ground there.
Yeah, it was off the ground. It was upside down. I straightened the areas up every run.
Yeah, look at them now. They've got what we call I don't know.
Kinks.
It's almost like patina.
Patina.
Yeah,
Is
but
it?
it's like bent bits.
Bent bits. There you go. Look at it. It's not really that bent. Oh, we're going a bit of top on.
What did I do?
I don't know. What are you doing? You're confusing me.
I'll confuse myself. I pushed the wrong buttons.
Oh,
So you want to show that off, right?
we can.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. So that is the frog in question. Yeah, it went for
Looks pretty fresh.
another whole day. So I did start on Friday with
Yep.
the original wheels.
Yep.
The only upgrades from last year was in fact the black can. So
I was going fast.
it had that I found in an old MO3 that I had tucked away to me, a Sport Tune black can.
Classic. And
Probably.
it's actually black.
Yeah, so it's probably
Mm.
about 20, 25 years old, the motor itself.
Mm.
But ran really crisp. I don't know how black cans run these days, but it was pretty quick for a frog.
It was, wasn't it?
So it just had tires on the back, bit of Sweep's favorites. Yeah, it was really good. That was it, and it didn't DNF.
It didn't.
No,
The
so
pink helmet survived.
this ran in Jurassic, which is for old plastic cars,
Yes,
Jurassic class and two-wheel drive 540.
that's right. And then the double X, the Losi, ran in competition tool.
Yeah, competition
Yes.
two-wheel drive. And the frog made a main as well.
Hmm.
The fastest top qualifier frog, which is pretty cool.
Excellent. Let's go back to some more pictures. All right, there's Mr. Frog again.
There's frog.
Let's move on to the next one.
Froggo.
What we got next?
Oh,
Oh, airborne.
airborne.
That's what the black can does, doesn't it?
Yeah, for those that say that frogs can't jump,
And there it is, miniaturized.
there's the
Well, this is actually a grasshopper. Was it?
yeah, that's the comical grasshopper.
Yes.
And I can tell by the way that the tires come off the bead there. I know exactly who was driving it.
That's
Jeff, the turkey man, was driving that one.
That's it.
No, he was having a blast. That's what it was all about. They had one session on Saturday and one session on Sunday.
Mm.
And there was about 30 on track. And there was this real, I think I said it on the live, there's this really cool Avanti four-wheel drive with Yoshi driving, and it had Mario.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
The theme from Mario Brothers
That had
video
you triggered,
game.
didn't it? Because
Ah.
you heard that from a mile away. I didn't know what you were on about.
I know. It was phenomenal
There's a mighty frog again.
in action.
Yes. Oh, again.
How many photos of the frog did you get?
I
Enough
don't
of
know,
the
a
frog
lot.
already. Oh,
Okay, so these are James Knight's photos of some of his favorite concourse tool
that'd
drives.
be Jeffy Primer's car, I reckon. I raced against that back in the day.
So that's a pretty classical. Like you really can tell the age of these liveries, can't you?
Mm.
It's classical design.
And that was taken from the Welds in 91. I think somebody famous there.
There's
A
a
late
Masami
model
body.
Masami replica. That's
Mhm.
James Knight's car.
What sort of RC10 is that?
I don't know. I want to say it's a cookie car.
It's
You
a
can-
cookie car.
You can pretty much say that.
No, it's not a cookie car.
Why? He does black. He does orange.
Does he?
Could be an original. Cookie are probably on there. It's probably yelling at us.
Yeah, probably. He's probably typed in all sorts. This is a bit special too. I don't recognise this one.
Why not?
Is it a Dynastorm? Or is this a special TRF?
I don't know. That's a cool paint job, though.
Isn't it?
I think that's Lucas Hodgins.
That would probably be a Dynastorm then. His modified Dynastorm.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's a cookie cut if ever I've seen it.
So, yes, it is.
GP 3D car.
That's it.
And there's probably about 30 of them there, wasn't it?
There were a lot there. A lot there. What is this?
That is Matty...
A Cougar?
Scott Cougar, I think.
Cougar? A Shoemaker Cougar?
Yes.
This one is...
Optima or some...
There's an Optima mid, isn't it?
It's two-wheel drive.
Is it? It is too. What body is that? Oh, is that the JJ with the Tomahawk body on it?
Could be.
Could be. Who was driving that? It wasn't
There's another ballistic sticker. We were just talking about that before.
Oh, ballistic right there.
Mm.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, I didn't actually do a lot of research on these. I can't tell you whose car's what.
Now that's a funky top cat, is it? With the
Inboard
shocks?
Yep.
I'm not sure about the body. That's a bit unusual. Got another
World's edition.
Yeah, look, Atlas. Do you remember Team Atlas?
No.
That's a name that we haven't heard of for a long time. The
Don't think I
Japanese
do.
brand.
Was it?
Yeah, made motors and such. They did do a touring car of their own.
That is Andrew Salvaggi's B2, B3.
Mm.
That is Chris Georgowski's Triple X.
So it is quite narrow here, isn't it? Around the front end.
And they're
So,
about,
so the Triple X is straight after the Double X, is it?
yeah, so it's about as late as you can go, I think. I think they were like 99, 2000
Right, okay.
for vintage racing so far.
There's the Falcon.
Falcon.
Everyone loves the Falcon. And there's a
don't.
Falcon you don't.
Not a big fan.
You're not a fan.
Falcons and Nova Foxes, I don't
Why
really...
does a Fox go around really well too?
Not as good as me.
How about Nick's full-on modified wild one?
That's out of control.
Isn't it?
That he's put a lot of
Like,
love
look at this.
into that.
You got cast trailing arms on the front. I think there's a lot of cast stuff in the back too.
And the ladder aluminium chassis.
A lot of work.
A lot of work.
There you go. Is that a Double X?
That is a Double X, yes.
Double X. What's we got here? So that's another import. So that's another top cat, is it? With a more traditional body?
Mm-hmm. And these are all cars from the Converse.
Who we got here?
Concourse. That is the president and the vice president of the club.
That's right.
Lewis,
So-
the tall guy, the Führer.
Who?
That's how...
Can you say that?
I think so. That's how Lewis was the Führer.
Oh, Lewis is a Führer.
No, that's how he refers to Neil.
Oh, is it?
Neil Kovacs is the president, the tall guy.
Ah, yes. Well, they did a lot of work on the weekend, didn't they?
They did. And Lewis also helped fundamentally get the Vintage Bash 2 up and going, being one of the main administrators.
Yes.
Getting it working. Wasn't it good?
Neil was doing all sorts of things. He was cooking as well.
Neil?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cooking, he was watering, he was
Yep.
sweeping, he was talking Hungarian.
He was, wasn't he? We ate some
Loved it.
Hungarian sausages too.
We did have a bit of Korbas. He loved it.
Yes.
He absolutely came alive when I...
That is quite original, isn't it?
That's very original. That is
That's
Geno's.
is it?
Jensen Spencer's
What is it? RC10, modified RC10.
Modified RC10.
With the lay down.
And it's funny because it
Shocks.
actually just released something very similar this week.
Who they did?
Yes.
Oh, did they?
Yes. A hot rod based on a short course.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
Turbo
That's pretty cool.
Rocky. You'll find that on Lewis's table, I think. So what was the Rocky? That Rocky was before the Optima.
No, it was after.
Was it?
Yeah. So it was a chain drive, full drive. And for some reason, it was incredibly popular in England.
Oh.
Really beefy design.
So that was before the laser.
It would have been.
Yep.
Yeah. Could have been around the same sort of time as Optima Mid. Maybe just before. So it's sort of like in that Optima and Optima Mid sort of transition point, I think. Because it was running in concurrent with those other cars. So you got a turbo Optima there.
James Knight in action.
Yeah. After
Giving it
leading up
heaps.
Yeah, why not? Make it go fast. Look at this. Look how airborne they are. Now that's Daffy's RC10.
Yep.
With a Birtles inspired.
Palmer Eagle body.
Yeah, that's
And a Birtles inspired race game.
Yes. Yes. Very cool.
We were going head to head with the Frog.
What's that?
RC10 and the Frog. We were going head to head.
Look at that out of the box Ultima.
How do you know it's out of the box?
Well, it looks pretty standard.
Ah. I'm not sure.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know. Could be.
There's probably another shot of it.
You're casting dispersions.
Now, this I can't recognize.
It's on its side.
It's.
Could be Damien Dixon.
Oh,
No, it's not Damien Dixon.
look at that.
Anthony Miller.
Yes.
Hey, he came all the way down from Queensland.
Mm.
Anthony's a regular viewer on the show.
Yes.
Got to meet in person.
He drove his
That's
car
really
around. He really enjoyed himself.
He had an absolute blast, didn't he?
Did.
And that is the RC10 with a big nod to Jun Watanabe.
Yes.
Yeah?
With the polka dots and such.
With the polka dots.
Yes.
And that harks back to the special edition Hornet.
There you go. It looks like it. Is that a double X about to land onto an Ultima?
Could well be. The poor little Ultima. That's two-wheel drive day. That's me in action.
That's you in action.
Looking menacing.
Airborne.
Airborne. If it's not airborne, you're doing it wrong.
That's right.
JRX2.
So I think that was Darren Johnson's.
Could be. There was a few of them.
Because it had the
getting around.
really big Nerf bars on it.
Did it?
Which is a good idea because it would have protected it.
From what? Nerfs?
From blocks of wood sticking up.
Why are they called Nerf bars?
I don't know. They've always been called Nerf bars.
Some of the action in the pits.
This is Lucas Hodgins' pits, I think. Because there's Dynablast. He loves that.
Is there a Predator there?
Is there a Pred? There's a Pred right there.
Yeah.
Is that his?
Yeah.
Yeah. How special are these Predators? They're
Well,
very rare. Look how clean it is.
It's way too clean. I was giving him heaps.
It was too clean. Had
Well,
to go
it's
on the
not
track.
used. It's not used. That's right.
There
May as
you
well
go.
dead to me if it's not getting used on the track.
Look at that action shot.
Really good photography. And any time you looked out on track, there was 50 people watching. But the track was lined. Usually,
What is that?
when
It's a Pro Cat, yeah?
it's a four-wheel drive Schumacher of some description.
Looks like a Pro Cat with solid rear wing mounts. Could be a Boss Cat. I don't know. Can't remember.
Bosscat had solid rear wing mounts, didn't it?
Can't remember. I did have one of those.
There's- There is Rob Casabine's Retro Rob.
How good was the car?
That was really cool.
And you had the opportunity to drive it.
I did. That could have been me driving it. Probably not if it's driving straight. I did take the opportunity to cartwheel it through the gravel trap at one point.
Didn't you?
But I did do about, a good 5 minutes run with it.
For sure.
And it was really cool.
Mm.
I think it was 17.5. It definitely didn't have heaps of poke, but it was perfectly suited. And the car it just circulated. Just drove really nice, jumped really well, had associated shocks on it. It was an honor, and thank you, Rob, for trusting me to drive that car.
No, it was amazing that you trusted you to drive the car.
I didn't.
But the car was really well sorted, wasn't it?
Yes, and this
Beautiful car.
this isn't the car here, but this is the 870C. And why are we so excited about 870Cs, Beach?
Because they're coming back.
Where are they coming back from?
They're coming back from Yokomo.
Aren't they? 1987.
Mm.
Yeah?
Yes,
Hence the 870.
that's right.
And this isn't Rob's, this is Brad's. This is Bradley. Bradley Burgess lent us
So this one's got the original shocks on it. Original Yokomo shocks.
with no oil. Which you don't have a choice in, because even if you put oil in it, it comes out anyway.
That's right.
So you may as well just do yourself the injustice. But yeah, so you've seen it before, but yeah, the 870C. And there was about 3 of these at the whole event, wasn't there? I think. Well, there was
There were
Rob's.
probably more, but there would have been 3 at least actually
Running.
running. Yes.
There was Rob's running.
Yes.
I think it's Peter Wagner had a 91 running. And
Rory Cole.
was driving his 93 or 91 until the Speedy let go. But that's really cool. So next year, I reckon there's going to be about 30 of them.
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
The Ray-Rays?
I reckon.
How cool is that?
Yes.
We're
Incredibly
super
cool.
excited for that. You can keep going with the slideshow.
Let's keep going. All right.
This is like going to visit somebody and saying, "Oh, do you want to have a look at my slides?" No, not really.
But there they are anyway.
There they are anyway. You're here now.
Where are we up to? Okay, so this is the last one, I think.
That is Marlon.
That's Marlon in the back with his Optima.
And that's Damien Dixon at the front.
With his Top Fours Evolution,
Yeah.
which you tuned.
Well, I didn't tune. I can't say I tuned it. I did some tweaking. I did some working on it. I don't know that it made it better. I did drive it, though. It actually drove really well.
I saw you drive
Actually
it.
drove really well. I didn't have a chance to drive Marlon's car, but it looked like it was getting around fantastic. Those
It did.
old, they got like a really low center of gravity, haven't they?
They have. They have, and with the thin shocks, they actually look really scale.
They look really scale,
They
and
look
because
awesome.
we don't in vintage racing, we use like cars handle it really nicely. And the only modification that Marlin has done there is put 2.2-inch wheels and modern tires on.
Definitely looked good, didn't it?
So,
and Marlin had a good time.
Oh, he was like the first car on the track Friday and the last car off Sunday. So that's a good indicator. Was that till 6:30 on Sunday night?
Oh, I've come back and there's all these comments.
It's
what we missed out on?
It's probably Cookie yelling at us saying, "That's not a cookie."
Oh yeah, he yelled. He said, "Yes, cookie car."
Yes.
So let's see. We've got some guesses.
Got some guesses already.
And they're pretty specific.
Are they?
So to the point.
To the point.
Ferrari Daytona SP3, BBR Pearl White.
What number is it?
No one's going to know that one. Are there any more details? That's most of the details, isn't it?
It's pretty close.
All right. So Ferrari Daytona SP3, 2023. Yes.
Pearl White.
Yes.
I don't know the Italian name for it. It's probably Bianco something. Bianco Perlo.
Sounds pretty convincing to me. Yes.
So you've absolutely nailed it there.
Yep.
So we can have a little bit of a closer look, not the full close, but I want to know how many kilowatts does this have? And then we're going to
kilowatts
or horsepowers.
What about the weight?
And the weight. That's what I'm saying. I want to know the horsepowers and the weightages.
All right. So that's more for them to guess. Okay, Mr. Matthew Jenkins has joined us.
He is in sunny Germany at the moment.
Is he?
He's watching us already. He's watching us from the other side of the world.
So what time would it be over there?
I don't know. I don't have the thing. I'm sure he'll tell us.
There you go. All right. Who else is here?
Welcome,
Scotty.
Matty.
Hello. Welcome from America.
That's right. We're being watched by the whole world.
Aren't we?
I'm getting nervous now.
And Mr. Nine Steps Boss Man is on.
Jeffy, the man himself.
We've got some guesses on the weight now, so I think we need to weigh it.
Didn't you weigh it earlier?
No.
That's a bit irresponsible.
So Craig Jones has said 1250.
1250.
What do you reckon?
I reckon it's probably not 1250. No, not even close.
No. 1250 is too low. Okay, so it's going to be higher than 1250.
Look at this good sign at the back. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, well this is the
vintage redecorated.
That's banner that we had up.
That was our selfie sign.
That's right.
Wasn't it? In front of the Sucro Memorial Timing Hut. Very cool. All right, so that is Vintage Bash 2.0. So a huge shout out to everybody who was involved.
Yes.
Who made it happen. Primarily we got Lewis.
Yes. Aaron.
Cookie. Aaron.
Yep.
Tony Gray.
Yes.
Who handed it over.
Yes.
Neil Kovacs and the Knox Off-Road Club.
Yes, for creating looking after
They're making sure it ran.
Fed
us. Nobody knows who won, and it wasn't about winning at all.
That's right.
There was no trophies. There's no presentations. Nobody gave.
No, that's right.
Nobody gave
Scotty
any thought to it.
Scotty Guy was there doing the commentary.
Scotty Guy was there.
Mainly talking about the type of car that was driving around.
Yeah, because he's been racing a lot longer than, most people. In excess of 30, 35 years. So, and he's still actively involved in racing and the RC scene. So he knows all of the goings on, knows all the cars, all the models. So it's really good to have that in-depth information on hand, expert commentary, and a great day. So a big thank you to all, and looking forward to 2024 and the Vintage Bash 3.0.
Yep.
I'm sure that there'll be another one, and I'd like to think that Hearns is also a big part of it. Stay tuned. Watch this channel.
That's it.
Right.
All right. What shall we move on to?
Oh, I think I'm vintage bashed out for this week. I want to choose to talk about trains.
All right. Let's have a look at some trains.
Can we do that?
Why not?
Young Finley has been chomping at the bit to come on in.
Hey,
Haven't you, Finn?
I'm doing well.
What's news?
Great week as always.
It's been a bit of a strange week this week, hasn't it?
Sort of warm.
We had a big horse race. And
thunderstorms.
Thunderstorms. Because there's a lot of pollen around.
Hay fever.
Now it's really hot.
But it's good weather to play trains.
Oh, it's great weather to play trains.
Isn't it? Did you have train club last night?
I couldn't make it.
Didn't make it?
Nah, unfortunately couldn't make it. But as always next week.
I know, right? So what are we going to talk about today, my man?
I've decided we are going to talk about these.
What are they?
These are Hornby's 4 and 6 wheeled coaches.
4 and 6 wheel coaches. What makes it a 4 and 6 wheel coach?
So the two we have out of the box right now both have 6 wheels. We also, I believe, have one, and we also have this one, which is a 4-wheeled coach. You can see from there. And so these are, unlike pretty much everything else in Hornby's railway range, their big, expensive, proper range, these are not actually based on any specific prototype or any specific real train. These are, in fact, generic designs to be able to simulate really old-fashioned railway coaches.
Well, what's an old-fashioned railway coach? What would you call that?
Anywhere between 1840 to 1970.
So that's a big window.
It's a huge window.
140 years.
Yeah,
I get my maths right.
And that's what a sort of and that's, I think so. And there's 130 actually.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So that's like they're using candle power.
Yeah. So
Not
at the top of some of them actually do at the top. You can see if you swap to the top camera.
Okay.
Yeah, we got top camera. Activate top camera.
Top camera.
Ooh.
So as you can
Still
see,
not on.
we can do it from here.
Got to push the button. There we go.
So as you can see, these have different lighting units.
What do you mean? Where's the lighting unit?
These little. I actually had it in a good spot there. I'm showing the lights. So these things at the top of the roof, those are the different lights. So that one is a gas-powered light. As you can see, there's pipes coming where we'll be on the onboard gas tank going into the lights to light them up like that. Well, over this one, which is a much more modern coach, has electric light units. So that's just sort of the electronics for the lights that go into the carriage. And that's just sort of one of the many litany of detail that these carriages have. You can zoom out that big.
Tell me more.
So
what color is it?
We've got 4 carriages.
Are they British? Are they Australian?
They're very much British.
Are they?
Yes.
British.
So these
stiff upper lip.
So the 4 carriages we have this one, these 4. So we have a Great Western Railway Crimson and Cream, a London and South Western Railway
peach.
Yeah, I think that's peach and black.
Is it?
I think so.
I was just making it up.
I think it might be.
I'm calling it peach.
I'm calling it cocoa.
We have Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway Blue and British Railway Blue and Grey.
British Railway Blue.
So I brought.
Why is it called a generator unit?
So this specific coach, I really wanted to talk about this one. This is possibly when this was in service in real life. It was the single oldest piece of rolling stock in service in the UK entirely. Built, people assume, because the records don't exist of it, we assumed it was built in somewhere in the 1860s and was still in service in the 1970s, because while these coaches had been long removed from actually pulling carriages, British Railways had used them as works units. So when they had as mess halls for workers and generators and toolboxes and stuff. And this specific one made up a special train, which was a mobile cinema.
Cinema?
Yes, for British
Railways. How do you know that? I thought you said it was a generic thing. Having a mobile cinema seems quite
this one.
niche.
This carriage livery. It's not the exact carriage, but the livery, and there's a couple of the details, like this window being replaced with a grill.
Is that for toilet?
Actually, I think that's for venting for the generator.
Oh, it was an onboard.
It was an
steam-powered generator unit.
I think it was a diesel generator. This was in the 1970s. They also had another really big 2 coaches, which had the cinemas in them. British Railways. This was done in about the 70s, and the idea for British Railway was that they were trying to make railways fun and interesting again. They thought, what if we make a cinema? So you just go from station to station. After the trains are finished running, you can go into a train and watch a film. I think
all they would have had to do is make them go fast. Make them go 300 kilometers an hour.
They did eventually do that, but this was before they did that. And as you might imagine, it didn't work because no one wanted to watch a cinema in an old train carriage.
Wi-Fi would have helped.
Didn't exist yet.
Well, that would have been a game changer then. No?
If it was a bit earlier,
yeah,
it would have been.
Free Wi-Fi and Fortnite.
So is Fortnite still a thing?
Oh, it's one of the biggest things in the world.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worry, I'm not into it. You don't have to worry about that. But they've got some incredible details, like for instance these wheels here. If you could zoom in the camera again, so I can show.
Are they round?
You'd hope so, but as you can see, they have this very interesting design. because these wheels were so old, they were actually paper.
Excuse me?
Old, very old train wheels. It was invented in America, but used all over the world. Some madman decided that if the center of the wheels were, instead of being wood or wood, was paper, a very strong paper, it would be much more comfortable for passengers. Because instead of the wood just sort of hard doing it, and cast iron, which was also even harder, the paper would make the wheel flex and therefore absorb a lot more of the bumps and be a much smoother ride.
You think that it'd wear out?
They
Yeah,
did.
It would.
They
You just
did.
have to replace them, I guess.
You did. You had to replace them very regularly.
And if you brake too hard, it's catch on fire.
That was also another issue. Well, because the brakes,
It seems pretty logical to me.
well, the outside
Paper
of the
wheels.
wheels, well, because it's just the inner that's the paper. The tire was metal as well.
Tire?
Yeah, so the metal trains actually have tires.
What?
Yeah, so you can see the black bit is.
What
the
do you mean
paper
they have
wheel.
tires?
They have tires. They have two. There's three sets of.
So are you
trains.
saying that I can legitimately say, sorry, I'm late today?
The train had a flat tire?
You can
Yeah, they were called wheel flats.
wheel flats.
That's what if a train wheel has melted and has become warped to one side is flat, that is officially known as a wheel flat, and it is a thing.
Oh, there you go.
But so as you can see, it's got the wheels made out of 3 components. The model train only has 2 of them, but they have the inner section, which connects the wheel to the axle.
Mm-hmm.
You have the outer section, usually known as the rim, which was just where which is usually the main bit that everyone sees. And then you actually had a tire that would wrap around the rim. Model trains don't have the tire because there's just not enough space. And it's
But
not
is that like a
necessary.
traction tire on a model train?
No, a traction tire is rubber. Those would be in real trains, they would be steel. The idea being it's just a bit of extra protection to keep the rim from wearing out too quickly.
Oh, okay. So they can replace the tire.
Well, yeah,
steel
because the tire is just a round piece of metal they just put on the wheel.
Yep.
Well, the rim is a very interesting, it has to be very exact shape.
Yep.
So it's just cheaper to just replace this big piece of metal than a whole
Okay.
rim.
Yep. There you go.
Not only did we learn about model trains, but we learned about real trains too.
Didn't we?
I love these things.
I can tell.
I
And
wish-
that's why we have you on, because you know this stuff.
I wish I was still an OO so I could get some of these things. They get.
Oh, you should expand.
You can get them both.
You should expand. You got plenty. If you'd stop buying computers and playing Fortnite, hey, taking all kids' pocket monies.
Never played Fortnite. Never will. But
Why? Are you a purist?
no, I just don't like that type of game.
Oh,
No, but yeah. So one last detail I'd like to share,
Mhm.
what I think is really cute.
Mhm.
The buffers are concave.
The buffers are concave.
So you can see the buffers at the end. They go inwards instead of going outwards.
not sure what you mean.
So most railway buffers, these ones have go inwards. So they sort of go, they're concave.
So they're not rounded.
Yeah, well, all other ones they are rounded, but they go inwards. While every other model train and such has one that goes outwards. So that made these a very interesting model. In fact, they have
Like a suction cup.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm.
And they're absolutely brilliant.
How fast does it go?
Well, technically, as fast as you can pull it,
Oh,
but
you pull it fast. What about if
They
you
w-
pushed it?
technically as fast before it flies off the tracks. These are though in real life they were made completely out of wood.
Yeah, that's the
So
best.
you wouldn't want to go
Like a
too
Morgan.
you wouldn't want to go too fast, otherwise the wood could literally just tear itself apart.
Right. Screw it
Sounds
back
exciting,
together.
doesn't it?
Screw it back together.
Also, been an accident, they'd splinter.
Really?
Yeah, they just shatter. It was awful.
Splinter.
Yeah, I mean, you ever
Like
just
a big rat.
I mean, you ever seen a piece of wood get smashed into another piece of wood at 80 miles an hour? It doesn't look happy.
I've seen it when they do the night thing, the jousting.
Oh yeah,
Jousting sticks.
exactly. Imagine that.
You know, when you're
But-
hitting sticks?
Imagine
Yeah, they
that,
look like a porcupine.
but going 60 miles an hour, and there's 18,000 times heavier. It's not great.
My horse doesn't go that fast when I joust.
Your little pony.
That's right. Thank you very much, Finley. I love
Thanks,
I love talking trains with Finley. I'm going to put these down before I smash them.
Yeah, no worries. You want me to take it back?
Yeah, that would be lovely.
All right. Thank you very much, Finn.
Thank you so much for having me
Alrighty.
on. and
Thanks
I'll
for
see you all
joining
next
us.
week.
Thank you,
Alright.
Finley.
Bye.
Have a lovely day, my friend. Have a lovely weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right. We've got some more guesses on
What guesses have we got?
the weight. So we started with 1250. That was too
Yes.
low.
Too low.
Then 20p went lower.
Lower.
And
20p is confused at the best of times.
Yep, and then Just Scotty's gone lower. Here we go. Jeff Lee started again. 1350.
Ooh.
What's ooh?
It's too low.
Oh, it's too low. 1350 is too low.
Too low.
All right, so we've got another one to the point. 1427.
That's too high.
Okay, so now we've got a range.
A range.
We've got a range.
A range of wrongness.
That's right. So between 1350
and 1427. It's a good year, that one.
Actually, there's a 1400 here as well.
1400. Ooh.
So it's lower than 1400.
Lower than 1400.
Okay, between 1350 and 1400.
Give or take.
Yes, that's right. What else have we missed here? All right,
What
so
have you
lots
missed?
lots of weights. Richard Rob's with us. Hey,
Rob,
Richard Rob. We showed off your car before.
we did. There's some photos that come up, Rob. You have to rewatch it if you haven't already. You're a star. And thank you for trusting me driving your car. It's really good.
It's good fun.
What else we got?
Let's look at some other stuff. I actually
Is there
forgot to
any-
look at some videos. I got some vintage
Have you?
videos there.
Is
Should
there
we look at
anybody
them?
waiting to come into the studio? I'm sort of expecting a special guest to knock on our studio door.
No, not as yet.
Digitally speaking.
Not as yet.
What?
Not as yet.
Okay.
Mm.
Show me some videos.
Let's look at some videos. Okay, look. Let's look at this one, eh?
Not time for dumplings yet.
No, this one is from Cookie. So there's a bit of aerial view and pit.
Oh, Cookie's a freaking speedway. Where's our tent?
Where's our tent?
Oh,
what
have
do I
you
do
first-
then?
what are you doing?
Hang on. Sorry.
You had me at hello.
All right. So I just turned off the sound just so we can do a bit of
And
commentation.
this is Cookie flying in on his personal helicopter.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so that was a
He
whoops.
crashed.
He's landed
Yeah, his
and
name.
he's going to go do the
He's in.
pit walk.
No, I think he is.
Look at that old race prep banner.
Who's Race Prep?
Race prep. They did motors and stuff.
American brand.
Mm.
Oh, he definitely got his helicopter nice and low.
That's it. Okay, so
We're off. Epic pit walk.
there we go. So just look at the tent city we have here. So everyone's set up.
Bit of a shanty town.
That's it. All nice and comfy.
That Bormac.
Ballmac was just in that corner over there.
What have we got? I don't know what he's looking at.
Oh, we're going this way. All right, so we're heading back towards the car park.
It's Chris Georgowski.
Yes. Oh, so what day would this have been?
Outsiders. This could have been.
What's that day?
There's another bib. Another Tamiya bib getting around. Number
Oh, yes.
12. Fashions of the Field.
Mm.
2023.
What is it, Anthony DeVev? This is Cookie's
Pit area.
pit
He
area.
just had a little
with-
one.
Yes.
Lewis.
actually
There's
co-rules
TFG
there.
in the background lurking around.
He is too.
Hey, trying to find
There's
a
Lou.
donut.
There's Mr. DeVev.
He would have been tuning up to the hill.
Okay, in this corner just there,
There's Daffy.
just behind Daffy. Oh,
Aaron
there we go. There's
Defena,
Paul Mac. He's got his cars on display.
Andrew Abbott.
That's right.
Michael Isogen.
Yes,
These are all famous names in racing.
aren't they? Well, there's no
Andrew Abbott.
associated
He's
tent,
won heaps of national titles, hasn't he?
hasn't he?
On-road,
He
off-road.
was a factory driver for a long time. Oh, that was Seb the Beard, wasn't it?
Sebi and the Beard were there.
Yep. What have we got around here?
Coming up to the Ducks.
Ah,
Here you go. For sale.
what have we got here?
So James Knight's, I think, is Dignity. Andy Ives.
Yes. Hello, there's James.
That's James.
So Lucas was the Tamir shirt. He's all full of energy.
I don't know where this is headed. I've not seen this video.
I mean, yeah.
Nope.
Well, it's quite long, so let me fast forward a bit.
Is there any action on track?
This one, I think, is mainly pit walk.
Did you get consent from Cookie to use this?
Oh, I never get consent.
Oh, that's all right.
So,
It's always better to
is that
ask.
Medio? No, it's not Medio. That's Ryan. Hello. He's driving his, what was it? Was it a Cougar or Fireblade?
Don't know. Did I beat him?
I don't know. Oh, there's the comical.
Six-wheeler.
Yeah, that's it.
That's cool, huh?
Yes. Yes. We do have footage of that going around.
Sebi and the Beard.
So you can see everyone's having fun mucking around with their cars.
It's like we
a
weren't.
lot on display.
It's like we weren't there, but we had a separate pit area, didn't we?
We did indeed. We did indeed.
Were you there? We were
Were you
there.
All right. So we were just at the back there next to the track. And this is Nid's video.
Poor Nids with his dicky foot, huh?
Mm. Yeah, you broke his toe, yeah.
I know what that
So
feels
we've got a bit of
my toe's
bit of
still
action.
not right.
Your toe's still not
I
right.
still moan about it.
After I got attacked.
There you go.
Oh, there's a wild one.
The stadium racer. What's that called?
The stadium blister with a different body. Is that a frog?
That is a frog.
That's a frog.
I'm not sure what that is.
So this is the.
Oh, look at that banner. That is a fine banner. How good did our
There
banner
goes a
look?
wild one.
Oh,
that's Medio's one.
it's probably made it driving doing circle work.
So that is what we call the Jurassic class, right?
That
These
is
are all the old plasticky type cars.
Plastic tub, 540 motors.
So still going around.
Sort of
Right, a little bit of a pit walk.
pre-90 or anything crap.
This is a TRX1 from Traxxas there. We've got some.
There's a couple of TRXs that went out on the track and they came back broken.
Yes. Well,
Didn't
they are pretty old now. I assume the plastics would be pretty brittle now.
Oh, look at that.
What was that?
I don't know, something cleared the jump. There's our tent.
Ah, there's
There's
Marlon
Marlon.
checking over his cars.
He's got the Hornet, but it must be tool drive days. Oh, there you go. There's the Comicals.
That's it. Oh, we're going to see some action going over these jumps
Big,
now. On the
large,
front.
and in charge.
That's it. Boom.
I think these will be 540s again. Needs moving around. There you go.
There you go.
What else you got?
Different angles from the track.
There is one
James Knights. RC10, is it?
I don't know. It's one of them. There's a lot of Masami cars getting around.
Mm. There we go. And some photos of some
Look at
cars.
the
There's
slideshow.
ball Mac.
Some of the Comicals.
That's it.
Some funky transitions there.
Isn't it? There we go.
Really cool.
So a bit of action going on there.
Anybody knocking at the studio door to come in?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's a little bit. I was waiting for a special visitor. I don't want to drop a minute until it's happening. We'll see them come up, won't we?
Yeah, we should do. They should be right there.
Right. Any more guesses on the weight of the car?
Plenty. Plenty. Where were we?
1,400.
So 1350, 1350, 1400.
Who's coming in? Jeffy Biggs will be piping up in there somewhere, won't he? He'll be
Where is
chomping at the bit. He was looking at this one the other day, licking the cabinet.
Retro Rob's guessing 1425.
Too heavy. Too heavy, Retro.
Thunder Turbine 1410.
Ooh. 1310, 1410.
1410.
No, too heavy.
Too
It's
heavy.
between
So 1412 is too heavy.
It's
for
between
just Scotty.
It's between 1,400 and 1,350.
1380.
1,380, lower.
Retro Rob 1377.
Lower.
Lower. All right.
So we're down to a
No,
gap
that's
of
it.
26.
So 1350 and 1377.
That is it. And it's
Okay.
for this lovely Daytona
No
SP3.
worries.
What does the SP3 stand for? Can somebody help me? And how many kilowatts and horsepower does it have?
Killer Wasps.
I want to talk new stuff.
Let's talk new stuff.
We've done a bit of vintage stuff.
Yep, we've got a lot of new stuff.
I love the vintage stuff, but I also love the new stuff.
What do you got? Show me something new. Oh, RS1. I know much about this. I drove
How
one of these.
cool is that? And that's not, I'm not saying it's an ugly box, but it's not the most exciting box in the world.
So here is RS1 that we built.
Where's the body clips? It's really frustrating that we've lost the body clips because
What do you
every
mean?
time I pick it up, I whip the body off. Oh, like that.
Were they on it?
At one point. At one point, they were definitely on it. I'm not sure when.
So this is a car that we built, and you'll be able to see that on YouTube. And we built that in 3 episodes.
So the videos will be coming out over the weekend if they haven't already. And this car in itself is about to go through a transformation, I think. I think we've explored all we can with the 540 power plant
That's right.
and the brush, proving to people that you can, in fact, take an entry-level car, the RS 1.0, build it as per the kit instructions,
Yes.
and it's all very, very well priced, extremely well priced.
And
And
drives
it's at
very
the
well
same
too.
price as a bloody TTO Tamiya to build this thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it comes fully ball race, oil shocks. But yeah, so you've seen it before. But yeah, it does have the 540 motor that we fitted. So we're probably going to upgrade that now to an Orca Totem,
For sure.
I think, and a 21.5.
So the first shipment cleared out very quickly, didn't it?
We
Sold
couldn't
out.
even have it for 24 hours.
No, that's right. And so they're back. Just had a big Yokomo shipment,
Big Yokomo shipment ahead of the Nationals.
which is happening
The RCRA 2023
2023.
RC Maker on-road nationals.
That's right. At Wallen.
Yeah, hosted by Castle Hill.
Yes.
It's all a big. It's all a mouthful.
You got most of it out.
These have come back in stock.
Have they?
The Biddy Eptrons.
The body itself.
How cool is this?
We talked about the chassis, which is the Yokohama RS1.
Because it doesn't come with a shell.
No.
That's not a Tamiya. It doesn't come with a.
No.
It doesn't come with a shell.
But the bodies themselves, these are really good for all competition cars.
Aren't they? And it is such a good looking car. Even a single color, it's got such beautiful lines. Race paint, wall paint.
That's it.
And cool, we've got really nice custom stickers there by J-Spec Stickers Designs. So if you need any stuff from him,
just visit his website, do you?
Visit his website. Visit his website. You can get it all done. At Auto Hearns Racing artwork is on file.
Yes.
So you can get your custom and represent. Right, that is the Rookie Speed 1.0. So jump on that, people.
What else have we got?
It's a car in a display box, and this box is way more exciting.
This is pretty special, isn't it?
Feel how heavy it is.
This is a ready-to-run car.
Why is it heavy?
It's heavy because it's got a full chassis in it, radio control,
battery and a charger. It's a freaking car in a box there.
That's it. But it's not any old car. It's a drift car.
It's a Yokomo YD2, or what do they call it? A wide rookie drift. RD.
Yes.
RD.
So the RD cars, which is a rookie drift, so rookie being the beginner's style car, they're available in a kit, but just been released as a ready-assembled, ready-to-run car here. And what do you got there?
And these are perfect for when the fat guy comes down the chimney.
Who?
Santa.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I can say fat guy. He's plump. We all know he's had too many cookies, right?
Well, that's because everyone feeds him the cookies and the milk.
Not my Santa.
Oh, he gets different stuff, does he?
My Santa gets a carrot and beer.
Did you say curry?
Carrot. Carrot for the reindeers, mate.
Oh, really?
And beer for the elves. He can't have one. He can't have.
He's got
to drive the sleigh.
Yeah.
For the elves. The workers. Got to look after the workers. Little elves. You have a beer, mate.
Fair enough. It's very thoughtful of you.
I know.
So here we go.
And it'd be thoughtful of you if you got one of these for me.
Let me think about it. So this is a drift car, and it's just not any old drift car. It's not a touring car where they've just put on really hard tires to make it drift. This is a specifically designed rear-wheel drive drift car.
I'm not going to unbox that one because it's well boxed.
Yes.
This is a red one that I've taken out of the box. Have a look how good I can drift it. Look at that. Did you see that?
That's right. So it has drift tires on it for sure, but the chassis makes a huge difference. And Yokomo was one of the pioneers in developing RC drift cars. So they start off with four drive ones, change the weight distributions, motors up front.
What's the plural for chassis?
Chassis.
Chassis.
But they've come up with rear-wheel drive because rear-wheel drive seems to be what is it?
Well, it's an awesome way to go drifting, but it's quite hard to control without a bit of digital intervention.
That's right. So rear-wheel drive gives it a much more natural and realistic drift.
And that was
features.
Before gyros really started. Gyros used to be a thing in the old helicopters, apparently.
Yes.
And they were mechanical gyros that needed tuning.
Yes.
Now they're a solid state item.
That's right. And they're multi-axis.
Multi-axis. So you have phenomenal amount of control.
That's right.
You can drive this thing at like 87 degrees and still be headed the right direction.
That's right, which is amazing.
All because if you go to Overhead Town, it's probably a bit tight.
It's a bit tight?
A bit tight from looking at little trains. Like, look at the lock.
Yeah, so the suspension is totally different. You've got very thin tie rod type arms.
Why is that?
That's to allow the amount of movement. Look at
and
that.
Because you're not going to hit things hard. You're not going fast.
No, that's
Drifters are not designed to go 115 kilometers an hour like the TC cars.
Look at that turning lock. Amazing.
It is nearly 90 degrees, isn't it?
Yes. But the other difference is look at where the motor is situated and how you can tune it.
Tune the motor.
So basically, you see how high it is?
It's an open can stock motor.
Yep. So
do you think it's a 23 cent? Do you think that'll go in the Frog next year?
Oh, it could do.
That'll definitely break the bevels.
Now, with the motor mount, it's actually slotted here.
Slotted?
So that when you loosen it, you can change the height of the motor.
Why would you want it like that?
Well, you can change the weight distribution, the pendulum effect.
The way it pitches in.
That's right, because you've got the torque of the motor as well, and it influences how the rear end gains traction.
Oh, I love it.
So it's a
I
very
love it when
specific,
you talk about pitch in the rear.
a very specific design of a drift car compared to a touring car.
From Japan,
Yes.
not necessarily from the Pacific. Look at the adjustable track on here. Look at that. You're going to have to get tight like a tiger. You probably can't even see it with your dicky eyes. Look at that. See the track? You got a little grub screw here and you can change the track width.
That's right. So very easily adjust the length of the arm, held together with the grub screw. You've got your various points to attach your shock.
That's not really a shock. I like to call it a shock. It's actually like a spring retainer.
Yes.
But you can bet that Yokomo have absolutely tuned this thing so it drifts really well.
That's right, because you want this to change direction very quickly.
Because if you've ever felt a drifter, they actually have like 10 weight oil in them.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
100 CST.
So as you can
ridiculous.
see, I don't know if you can see from there actually.
Can see.
But
can see.
See how quickly that reacts? So basically there is no, it feels like there's no oil in them.
More traction, harder oil. No
That's right.
traction, no oil, no resistance.
That's right.
And it does have the electronic gyro.
Yes, so gyro's already fit. So it's already set and it's very, very well priced for a rear-wheel drive drifter.
Isn't it?
Mm.
Rear-wheel drive drifting, competition drifting, entry
Yes.
level, and it is upgradable as well. So, and it comes pre-painted and there's 2 colors. And they've actually released 2 new models.
2 new ones.
2 new models.
Have they?
Well, 1 model, 2 colors.
Really?
Yep.
What's the new body?
Do you want me to say?
Yeah, why not?
Do you want me to,
Is it a secret?
Mm.
Yeah, let's let it out of the bag.
They don't like what I say anyway most of the time.
Well, it's too bad, isn't it?
GR86,
Ah, yes.
the new GR86,
Yes.
based on the new one.
Yes.
So this is a 90 Supra,
Yep. So this is a Supra made by, modified by Pandem.
and it's a Pandem GR86.
Yeah. So it's got different flares.
And I think it was looking at the design, the secret squirrel email from Yokomo. I think it comes in white and grey.
Mm.
It was white and grey or silver and black. I can't remember.
Very
But I
cool.
think it was white and grey. So they're expanding the range. That's how popular
Yes.
these are.
Yes.
And these are goods for hardcore racers, for people getting in,
Mm.
for somebody who just wants to zip around in a bit of air-conditioned comfort. That's very cool.
Isn't it?
And that's from Yokomo. That is the Rookie Drift ready to run.
That's it. And drift cars are getting much more popular.
And the radio is good too.
Mm.
Reminds me of the
Full-size radio.
full-size radio for full-size hands.
That's right.
Is that what you'd say?
I guess that's
You know
where
what
we're
they say
heading.
about guys with big hands?
Big gloves.
Big gloves. What?
All right. What else? Let me check these comments again because I'm sort of losing track now.
I don't want comments.
Where were we again? We were at was it 1350?
Do you hear that?
I hear something coming in. Is it what you were expecting?
I don't know.
Ah,
I'm
we'll
gonna-
see
I'm gonna lick it.
soon.
I'm going to lick it. I can lick it live on telly.
A cookie says I always have consent by default, and I could read that in a few different ways, but I won't. So what? 1362.
That's not what your last judge said. Who's knocking at the studio door?
Oh, someone's here.
Let's get him
Oh,
on.
there, yes. Hello, welcome.
Welcome.
How you going, fellas?
How are you, JP?
Awesome.
We have got John Puce with us live. Where are you from, John?
Mate, we are here in Wayland, New South Wales, racing the 2023 Nationals, Touring Car Nationals. We're live at the track. We've got some 12 scales going around at the moment.
Oh, you got some sunshine.
I'll give you a bit of a pit walk, actually.
Please do.
We've got Anthony Thomas here, Mr. Barbecue, keeping us all well fed.
Oh, excellent.
Critical.
Top Dog,
And Big Dog.
Stephen Corn Dog. All the way from Singapore, Big Boss.
Oh, Nico.
Hello again.
Hey, Nico, how are you?
All the way from South Australia, we have Ant Peretti.
Hey.
Hello, Mr. Ant.
How are you? Correct, long time no see.
You got Beth Cullen back here. Give us a wave, Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Probably one
Hey.
of the longest standing Yokomo drivers. I believe 2016 F1. Whoops, sorry. 2016 F1 national champion in the Yokomo F1 car.
That's
And we've got our
fantastic.
futures here. Josh and Mia Thomas.
G'day, guys. How you going?
Hello.
Futures of Yokomo sitting right there.
Absolutely.
We got from Queensland, we got Luke. We got Luke, he'll be with the Yokomo and not so long. We got Josh picking
Yes.
out his new BD12.
Hello.
And Terry, give us a wave, Terry. Massive
Hey,
team
mate.
of us up here. Brett Wilson.
Hello.
G'day, mate.
Let's check out his car.
Oh, Schmick.
It's got the Trinity slot machine bolted in.
BD12. He's running the Phantom motor actually today. Running the BD12 Phantom motor. I'm just having a look what else he's running. He's running the Storm servo and a Hobby Wing Speedy. So he's all decked out.
Fantastic.
We've got Paul Cortassa here. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Chef, we call him.
Hello.
Yeah. Check out Paul's car.
Oh, let's have a look.
Yeah, running the Dash ESC there.
Oh,
And again, another Dash servo too. Awesome.
beautiful. How's everybody going, mate? How's the time sheets looking?
Timesheets are looking amazing. I believe Simo's on the top of modified. After the last run, I think Christian just got to the top of 13.5. Speaking of which, Christian, give us a hi.
Hey, mate. How you doing?
Hey, good luck.
13.5 top dog at the moment.
Yeah, baby. It's your year, Christian.
Yeah, 2 more days and hopefully we can convert it. Brendan George. He just
G'day,
keeps
mate.
going Yokomo driver after Yokomo driver. Got to love it. Anthony Bryant
Hey.
from Newcastle. So, yeah,
Yep.
from all over New South Wales, all over Australia, all over the
So
world.
half the pits must be in Yokomos.
Yeah, pretty much. We got a huge team. It's awesome. It's a great company.
How many tents have you got set up? You must have, what, 9 tents?
Let me count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe about 11 tents full of us.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's epic.
Somebody's got to fit Simo's head in it. So got about 4 tents with Simo's head under it. And the rest of us are fitting under.
Oh, there he is.
There's Simo lurking in the background like usual.
He is.
Lurking around. Hey,
Hello.
Simo.
I'm from Germany.
Is Blue better, mate?
Let's check out Simo's car.
Yeah, he's got blue in there.
BD12, loving life.
Hey.
Blue is better for him these days, apparently.
Yes, I've heard that.
So how many entries do you think there are for the Nationals?
Entries, I'm guessing we've definitely got over 100 entries at the moment. So it's quite large. I'm just gonna outside of the Yokomo tent. We'll just go around, show you how big this is.
Wow.
Got the Mugen guys here. And the
Welcome,
X3
Mugen.
just behind them.
They won't be so chipper Sunday Arvo, mate.
Yeah, a lot of
There's a Huddy tent.
haters over here from Melbourne, from SA, from all over the country. So yeah, everyone, it's awesome event. The wind's
And we've got a couple of, like you said, there's Daryl and Nico there, come over from Singapore.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so Daryl's from Singapore as well. He's probably their number one stock driver over in Singapore. I had the pleasure of racing against him at ESIC probably about a month or two ago, and yeah, he probably pulled half a second a lap on me. There's Daryl.
How's he going? How's he going in stock this weekend? Hey, Daryl.
Yeah, he's doing well. He had a few teething issues, but yeah, he's on the pace. Just got to keep it consistent and stay off the curbs.
Yep. And stay off the dots on the straight.
Yeah, they're buildings down the straight.
The building.
But yeah, doing well. So he's obviously definitely in the A main pace, probably top 3 at the moment. So yeah. So.
And how are you travelling, John?
Mate, I think I'm doing okay. I just had a really good seating round then. Managed to put it in, I think P4. So pretty good when.
Come Sunday Arvo, we'd expect you up and about the top 5 somewhere.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the target. Obviously, I don't think I can win the event unless the rain comes and everyone's car dies but mine. But certainly going to try.
We could get the podium this year.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll definitely try. We want to lock out the podium. That'd be awesome to have a 1, 2, 3.
Wouldn't it?
It's going to be a tough feat, but yeah, cars are actually really, really, really good. Having
And-
all of us here and so many people contributing to setup, it just makes it easy for all of us to go faster as a group. So it's awesome.
Are you finding that you're having to develop or change the cars much from last week or the week before?
Sorry, what was that?
Are you finding that you're having to develop the car or change setup much this week?
Me personally, no. I find that my car set up quite well. You know, having this track local to me, I did a little bit of practice coming to the event, which is great. A few weeks ago, so I haven't had to make any dramatic changes. I know Simo's tried a few little things, but with our base setup, we're pretty much not too far off what we used at XRS a few weeks ago. Not too far off what we used at Newcastle at one of their events as well. So yeah. Things are good. The car's got a really good wide setup window. It's just about putting it together with our skill and staying away from the curbs and finishing fault free.
Absolutely. And how's Nico finding it?
Nico is testing a few things at the moment. So he's probably top 3 pace at the moment. So I'm sure that now that qualifying's just about to start, we're about to do a round of qualifying, just one today.
He'll turn it up.
I'm sure he'll put it all together. That's what these pros do. They do all their testing before and put it all together in the qualies and finals.
So has he got a new car? Can we see his car? Show us his car. Can't
He's
see
got
it.
his car currently in pieces, so
No, that's all right. I don't want to see, mate. These guys are on another level. That's fantastic.
That's right.
yeah.
Well, thank you, John, for zooming in.
No worries.
I
My
hope
pleasure.
you have a wonderful day and a beautiful weekend with all the team. I know it's a lot of work, especially now. We've got like it feels like 20 drivers.
Yeah, there's I think 19 or 20 of us. Yeah, quite a
Yeah,
few.
amazing.
It's like herding cats for you.
It is. But yeah, everyone's well behaved, and yeah, having such a good team and everyone get along well makes things easy on my end. That's for sure.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for looking after everybody. Sorry I can't be there in person.
Next time.
Wish everybody the best of luck from myself, Hearns, and Yokomo Australia. And I really look forward to seeing how you guys go.
Yeah. We'll be supporting you over the weekend.
Yeah, I believe that there'll be a live link going out. I believe the full media coverage starts tomorrow, so you can watch us on video, watch it on Live RC. But yeah, we'll send the link around. So if anyone wanted to watch us go around, by all
We'll
means,
definitely share it on the Hearns Hobbies and the Hearns Racing page.
Yep.
Looks like the wind's picking up.
It sure is. So this is probably normal for Wayland, where the wind picks up and the dust gets picked up from the park that's adjacent to the track, and traction does drop a little bit. But yeah, it's just a case of just expecting that the car is not going to do 100% what you want to do when the wind's working against you sometimes. But yeah, it picks up this time of day, and it's just about managing. Everyone's in the same boat, and yeah, pretty much what I personally do is drive at 9/10 rather than at 10/10, and just get around to the finish.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, mate. Well, look after yourself.
Sure will. Thank you.
You probably want to back Corn Dog Speedo off 10 degrees of turbo.
He's just turned up his turbo, actually, so we'll watch out at the end of the straight.
Beautiful.
Right, good luck, guys.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time today, John, and good luck to everybody.
Thanks, guys. Peace out.
See you. Bye-bye. Very cool.
Wow.
So
Hearns Hobbies Worldwide, baby. I know it's hard, and I know he doesn't have the studio set up, but that's really hard to do. So big thank you for John and the team for taking a little bit of time out of your day. I know they're heads down, bum up working away. Like I said, Team Yokomo have flown out 2 internationals. So flown out Nico Lee.
Yes.
And Daryl Thong. So a stock and modified driver. Yeah, we're at the top of the timesheets across modified and stock.
It's really good. And it's really good to have that insight into that part of racing. I think a lot of people don't actually see that aspect of everyone in the pits and preparing their cars. But yeah, but look forward to all the racing coverage.
And isn't it funny that the biggest on-road event of the year,
yes,
the RC Maker, they have like 100 entries.
Yes.
last weekend at the Vintage Bash, right? I was hacking around with 40-year-old cars. We're like, what, 220 people?
Yes.
That's how much people were excited for that event.
Mm.
So, yeah, but that's a different level. That is the top end of on-road racing.
Yeah, that's full on super fast.
Next year it's
racing.
at Templestay. You're gonna fire up the RS?
RS, what, for the Nationals? I'll give it a go. Why not?
We'll get Nico Lee to dial your car in for you.
Yes, please.
Hey,
Yeah.
you can just get up in the driver's stand,
Sure, I'll drive it.
send it in 21.
That's
What do you
why
reckon?
I like it. Give me a mechanic and I'll be there any day.
That's right. I need a car.
Excellent.
I don't have a car.
All right, let's go back to some of these comments. I think a lot more people.
That is awesome. I can't believe the on-road guys. That is so good. Thank you, John Puce.
Massive team, isn't it?
Massive team. Thank you
Massive.
for everybody getting together. I was hoping to be there myself this weekend. Unfortunately, just couldn't tie it in with last week's race and what's happening in the world. What do you got?
To the point.
To the point.
He's going to the point about the car.
Yep.
So, SP3 refers to 1960s race cars.
Oh, very cool.
And here's your killer wasps. Oh, there's no, well, there.
Yeah.
There's 618 of them inside there.
Wow.
829
horse.
Horse ponies. There you go.
See, sometimes I think like 310 kilowatts is fast.
Hmm.
Because usually I drive around in a big bus of a car and slow car, and every time I get in another little car, I go, wow, this will blow the froth off your coffee.
And quite often it does, doesn't it?
It does for me. And then there's cars like this getting out there. Wow, I couldn't even imagine about punting that up Elizabeth Street.
That'd be scary, wouldn't it?
Would be if I was driving, 100%. The noise would be phenomenal. There would be fecal matter everywhere.
No.
What have we got?
We're not talking about any fecals.
Oh, the weight.
The weights, where are we up to? So, I mean, there's a 1359.
1380, 1359. No, higher.
So, what do we got? So, we got
1359,
there's a 1377
and 1359.
So, between 1359 and 1377. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. What else you got there? You got some more new stuff.
I've got some more new stuff.
Let's have a look.
And I'm really sorry because it's one of my pet hates
What's that?
is clear body shells.
Well, they're a bit hard to see when they're clear, right?
A bit hard to see. Well,
But this one's pretty exciting.
The very thing that they're clear makes it very freaking hard.
Well, this is the brand new
This
BD design.
BD Design P10R.
And it is
A rally car.
how cool. So, a modern looking rally car.
Yeah, a modern looking rally shell. And I haven't
Got big,
seen
massive
a
flares.
rally shell for donkey's years. And it's apparently becoming a bit of a fad. So I'm sure that the car manufacturers now will catch up to BD Design at the cutting edge. So there is the first competition-inspired rally car shell.
So it's got that competition hatch look. It's
Yeah.
a bit like a Citroen.
And it's got wings and it's got bolt-on
like a
scoops.
Yaris,
It's got a big wing piece to go on the back.
a bit like a Hyundai.
Obviously has to be all cut out and everything and fitted, but that is so cool.
But I love how
And-
they give you all these sort of scale bits. The wing is really scaled. It's got the multi-levels.
And the side pods over the rear quarter, they
Yep.
stick on, and it's got winglets. And what have we got here for sticker sheet? They always do a really nice sticker sheet, don't they? The graphics on here is really what you pay for when you buy a BD Design
Well, these are
body.
the parts that really bring it out, aren't they? These are all the venting parts.
And like I said, look at
Headlights.
the graphic design in the tail lights.
Yeah, and they're really split so that they
They'll
can go
fight
that
on the
complex
nice.
curve. Yeah.
Really,
good.
really nice. I really love what BD are doing lately.
So you got window mars, you got the
wing
wing
buttons.
mounts.
So that is the all-new BD Design P10R.
Just fresh in.
Just need a rally car for it to go on.
We'll just put on a touring car. It would be tarmac. Tarmac
Well,
setup.
hopefully there's one coming with my name on it next week.
Ah, your
Santa
name.
is coming early, I hope.
Santa, that guy.
Probably not after I abused him. And then when he finds out I'm really drinking his beer and eating his carrot and abusing his L's,
You're putting it out, but you're the one having the party.
usually. And
Look at this.
now we both fell in love with the Ahura.
Which is a Mercedes-inspired sort of rear cab style, long bonnet
GT.
body.
And this thing here looks, I don't know, like F50 forward cab.
Yeah.
Have a look at it. That is, and it's 1/10 scale GT racer.
Super flat.
Super flat, super detailed molding. Look at the tail lights. I absolutely adore this body
They're sort of
already.
inset, aren't they? And all that sort of sculpting would give that heaps of
Especially
of
when you
strength.
put on the really nice stickers.
on the stickers.
You know, it looks sort of like a FXX Ferrari. Can I call it that? A FXX? Do you remember that? They did the F60. Well, they didn't never called it F60.
Yeah.
The last car that Michael Schumacher developed.
It had a real sort of bathtub style chassis, right?
Yeah,
And then it looked like all the panels were just hanging off it.
that's right. And it looked very
Well,
similar.
there you
to
go. You
this.
got that really slim LED style rear light. A lot of black components, aren't they? Just to help
Black.
emphasize the shapes. Carbon fiber effect on the decal.
Look how small the top of the window shade is.
Yeah, well, it's not much of a cockpit, is there? I was not talking about any ducks, all right?
Right. That is the Aries 1 project. And this
Beautiful.
is coming out in 10th scale
Yes,
and 7th scale.
yes.
And I think 12th scale.
Mm.
I don't know that we'll see the 12th scale ones in Australia, but the 7th scale ones will definitely come.
Mm.
But that is super cool. That is going to look so cool. I will think we'll see that on next year's phaser.
I reckon they'll be cool at the Velodrome too,
Wouldn't it?
on a 10 scale tourer.
On a 10th scale tourer.
Mm.
I love it.
Very nice.
So they're a fresh shipment from... I'm going to go box hunting.
Oh, box
And,
hunting.
What time is it? I know we're going over. I'm going box hunting. I'm going
All right, go
live.
box hunting. What do we got here?
Oh,
Let's see.
it's
There's
here.
more. What do you got?
I need a
Oh, is
knife.
that what you were expecting that came in before?
It is.
Oh, Mr. Scotty Rawlings is on.
You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm sure the audio is still picking up.
So he wants 100 of those bodies. I don't know which bodies. You want 100 of my bodies? I've only got the one. Oh, Saurian's on. Hello. Now let me see if I can find some more guesses on these weight. I actually don't remember what it is. Let me go get my... Where's that measuring device?
Where's the what?
The measuring device. Hang on.
Oh my God, BJ.
Are you excited?
This is amazing.
Is it?
This has just come in store 10 minutes ago.
I'll tell you what it weighs, but it keeps moving. Oh, that's changed it a bit. No, let's just zero it off again. So very reliable scales. Okay, I've got it. What do we got here? All right, 1360. No, it is higher. 1365. It is higher. All right, so keep those guesses coming. So higher than 1365, but lower than, what was it? Lower than 1386, was it? 1377. So pretty close. All right. Oh, what do we get there? 1367. No, hang on.
There's a lot of rustling. You got a wild one.
You got a what?
Woo! Got a live one.
What do you got there? What did you get here before? Because this keeps changing on me.
13, can I give it away?
Yeah, give it away now.
1367.
Oh, 1367. Well, there you go.
1367.
1367. Someone did guess that,
Did they? Who?
I think.
Straight from the land of all things rubber and nice.
Somewhere. Oh, there you go. Gavin Cooper, 1367.
There you go.
Well done.
Look what we got.
What we got? Oh,
This
that
is going
looks like
to
traction.
incite people no end. We've got a fresh delivery in from Sweep.
Gee, they're little.
And these were, you could almost call them mini.
Okay.
Mini. I shall call this one mini.
Mini tires.
Mini,
So these are brand new compounds.
brand new Sweep compounds. And we know
The high-end compound mini tires, pre-glued.
how good Sweep are making their tires lately.
So these are 24s.
There's 24s,
28s.
28s, and there'll be 36s somewhere,
the
I
same?
reckon. I just reached in and grabbed some.
All right.
So there we'll have you covered. 24s and 28s predominantly for the rears.
Funky wheels, aren't they?
And
Have they
then-
always been on these wheels?
Yeah, they've always been on these 5-star wheels. So really, really nice. Pre-mounted, pre-rubbered,
Pre-rubber, did you say?
pre-glued, pre-rubbered wheels. Inserts fitted, holes drilled, bolt on, go fast, simples.
Simples.
Mini racing. Just
Wow. Because mini
Us.
racing is picking up again, isn't it?
It's going to have to lift the game with your bath.
Oh, your bath is going to get some traction.
Your bath's going to get hooked up. Hooked up.
Is it now?
I've got a fresh pair of shocks to go on that and some new tires. It's going to be hooked up.
Hooked. What are these? They're inserts.
These are inserts
Oh, these are draggy ones?
for drag ones.
Yes.
No prep drag racing. Developed here in Melbourne.
Yes.
These were prototyped, cut, tested, delivered. Right, the right size, the right shape, the right density. These are the no prep drag foams that you need.
Yes. They work very well. And
Our very own Travis Hunt has.
that's right. And this has been so
engineered
popular.
them.
We've been out of stock of them, but they're back.
Well, we sold out.
Mm.
It's not that we're out of stock. People just went mental
Well, they
for them
wanted
and
them.
bought them all.
Well, that's why.
Sweep
What's that?
tri-lugs.
Oh, we haven't had them for a while, too.
1.9 inch gold compound. And these are really cool. These are the ultimate traction if you have a TRX4, TRX6.
Wow.
No?
Feel good,
Super
don't they?
squishy. They come with like a memory foam,
Yep.
really good quality density foam. Because the crawlers are quite heavy, right?
Mm.
So, but really soft rubber, really nice foam. Really good there.
Yeah, cool. What else you got? Oh, what are they?
Orbits.
Orbits. Orbits are so popular, aren't they?
They are so popular.
There's the orbits.
Sweep Orbits.
The orbits. There we go.
And these were also developed here in Australia.
They were.
Prototyped, run, and named.
They're very cool.
So we have the ever popular yellow pink and gold pink compounds.
Traction is what we want.
Traction is exactly what we want.
That's exciting, isn't it?
And there's probably more in
They're just
more in the
arrived
boxes.
right now.
I was diving, I was box diving, and that's what I come up with.
Wow.
There's about 6 boxes of goodness there from DHL. We are set. Gear up, go hard, grip fast, sweet
Nice.
racing.
Very good. Do we have anything else to look at?
None
If
of
not,
enough.
let's have a closer look at this
Bianco.
Bianco Perro.
Perlo, that's right.
Perra.
Like the
Per-
cat.
Perra. No.
Mm. Andrew Cook just fell off his seat.
How do you know?
I just know. He's
No,
a
it's
cat
not the-
man,
It's not
He's
the
a cat
first-
man.
It's not the first time I've heard that.
isn't it?
All right, what do we got?
It's got a funny car stand.
Is it?
Mm.
That was to prop it up,
The base is nice.
isn't it?
The airbrush, that's a feature.
What do we got here?
Oh,
Do you like that?
I love it.
Look at it. Red interior.
I do love a car with red interior.
Super thin seats. So they would be
Why
carbon
thin?
fiber, wouldn't they?
Well, you can't make it out of paper like train wheels.
Why not? If you can make train wheels. You might... Oh, look at that. How sharp's that? Look at those prancing horses on those harnesses. You got the photo wedge buckles as well, hanging off there.
Buckles.
Look at the texture in the seat itself.
I don't know how they do it. Little hands.
How do they do that? Little hands, you reckon? Let's have a look at the cockpit.
Oh, look at the texture in there. I can't get the...
Oh, yeah, you're there. Yeah, that's very cool. But look at all the buttons and such. I mean, it is a black interior, so it's a bit hard to see things. But you can see there's a different texture as well on the top of the dashboard.
Probably Alcantara clad.
What's that?
Alcantara, like a style of suede leather.
Oh, I thought you said cilantro.
Cilantro. Cilantro. It's not called cilantro. It's coriander and bananas.
Why are you calling me the banana?
No, the Americans.
Oh, sorry.
Americans. It's cilantro.
Look at this.
I can't even say aluminium properly.
Aluminum.
They're missing the I.
Yeah, well, it makes it more efficient by making it lightweight, less letters.
Americans are not known for their efficiency.
Look at the back end. So that's a full louvered rear end.
Louver.
Is it? So that'll be fully open, right? For cooling, would you imagine?
Yeah, it'd be meshed. Be a Messerschmitt.
So you've got those huge ducts where the lights are too, right?
Yeah, that's all ducting.
We talk about ducts a lot, don't we?
Well,
And
that's
what's the go of the high exhaust these days?
hot V. Because the exhaust coming from the center of the V of the motor.
Right.
So it's easy just to have the turbos mounted at the top and straight out the back.
Oh, okay.
Short port.
Okay.
Saves really easy to fit the engine in and out, really easy for servicing.
Yep.
Instead of trying to come out around the chassis rails. Also allows you to run narrower chassis rails and longer suspension arms.
And what's the go with the convention of having exhaust quite down low? Is that just to try to hide exhaust or something, is it?
In the old days,
Yeah. Was that just aesthetic?
It's because they were on the outside of the V, so they would run it down low under the engine.
Oh, okay. I just leave them down low.
And it's easy to package them.
Package. Let's look at these mirrors.
They look like they're mounted in a very awkward spot. Look at the crispness of the lens. Hi. I love it. White on white.
Look at the wheels.
And the color, I know it looks a little bit stark on camera. It absolutely looks beautiful. The textured ceramic rotors.
Yep.
Look at them sparkling. The wheels, it's like almost a retro style wheel, isn't it?
But
And
the styling on the car itself is not that retro, is it?
well, I think that's where the louvers will come from, like Testarossas and 308s and stuff. I think that's the nod.
The nod to the old stuff.
The nod to the older stuff, yeah.
Because look at the slim waistline.
Svelte.
Now, why do you think they made it so slim?
Rigidity.
Because
Mm.
it looks like there's a vent, a hot air exhaust here. That's probably coming from the brakes, is it?
Yeah. I have no idea. Just the turbulence from behind the front wheel, cleaning it up.
Yep.
Carved into the door and then over the bonnet here through.
You got the aprons or the side skirts. They're quite pronounced.
Side skirts.
That's it. There you go. Beautiful.
You like it?
That's a Daytona
I think you
SP3.
should buy yourself one for Christmas. They're
Should I?
probably under 5 million. I can't confirm nor deny.
That almost sounds like a bargain, doesn't it? Depends
Nice.
on the currency you're talking about.
Dong.
Excuse me?
Dong.
Is that like a duck?
Vietnamese.
How many dong to the dollar?
Don't know.
You just wanted to say that, didn't you?
Potentially.
That's terrible.
I have to Google it. Sorry. It's been a while since I've been overseas.
All right, so let's just catch up if, you know.
Let's not catch up. Let's
we
close it
haven't-
down.
Oh, there we go.
I'm
We're
going
all
to get
good.
this tire goodness out to the world. Tire goodness.
Excellent. Well, Baden McDonald said he needs some orbits, so he's going to be giving you a call soon.
He definitely needs orbits.
Yep.
And half the world is going to be chomping at the bit for these.
Well, you love...
All new mini
you
tyres.
can't keep your fingers off those mini tyres.
And the drag guys. Drag guys are going to be all up in arms over these.
Mm.
Really
Very
good.
cool. All right,
Tony
well, there you
P.
go.
Somebody, he busted wheels not long ago, didn't he?
Did he?
Tony P will be in the
Oh,
door.
well, he'll need
He's
some.
probably waiting at the counter now, watching on his phone.
Well, there you go. Thank you for joining us for episode 181.
What a big episode. We knew it was going to be.
Yep.
It's
Pretty big.
nice to be in the safe confines of the studio.
Safe. It was
Isn't it?
safe last week. Reasonably. What do you mean? I got really, suntanned. Felt like I went to the beach.
Bit dusty.
It was dusty. It was a dusty beach.
Dusty beach.
Yep. All right, there you go. So please join us for next week. That'll be 182 next Friday.
My name is Brett. Yours
And
is
I'm
BJ.
BJ.
And thanks for watching Hearns Hobbies Live.
Thanks. See you later. Bye-bye.